Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of the Banana Hammock Heroes Podcast. I'm your host, Professor Rage, aka Tyler. With me, as always, is my cute little co-host, Snazzykaos, also known as Charlie.
Hey guys.
And today we also have two special guests, maybe possible co-hosts in the future, Snazzyfilipino. You guys know him as Evan from the first episode.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Matt Turner, who we've recorded with twice before, but we failed those recordings because of dumb audio issues. Our cute, cuddly, sexy motherfucking friend, Matt, the myth, the legend Turner.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right.
Thank to be here, Tyler. It's thank to be here. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I cannot wait to talk to you guys about everything.
It's only our second attempt at recording today.
If you
Oh
guys
my
were
God.
thinking about clicking off the podcast, I would too after hearing that voice. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Yeah, so we tried recording once before, and
I'm going insane.
yeah, this is getting rough, man. Like, this is our third attempt at episode 2.
This is the third iteration.
Damn it,
What
I'm
the
getting
fuck we're
swamp
trying to
ass. Fuck.
Oh shit. So yeah, the first time we recorded episode 2 about 2 months ago, was it?
2 months ago.
And that time we didn't have any audio at all, so it was literally an hour and a half of just silence. The second time, the one we literally just did not even a half an hour ago, you could hear me crystal clear, but everybody else you couldn't hear at all. Well, I did some tweaking with some OBS and got it so we can actually hear everybody else now. So
Oh
guys,
my god. Did it sound like that you were just talking to yourself or something?
it's like you heard,
Something like
you guys were like really quiet. It was like whispers, dude. It's like I was talking to
You're like a
my voice.
schizophrenic or something.
Yeah.
We were never here.
If like, the audience could hear my inner voices, it would be like
Exactly.
So guys, how's it been? How's everybody doing? How's life?
For the fifth time, I'm okay.
I would say good because I'm still alive. So yeah, that's good.
That's something, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Evan? How have you been?
I mean, I'm not white, so it's whatever.
Oh Jesus.
What? Okay.
Word.
So not good. No.
Oh
It's
fuck.
decent. I'm mixed.
Alright, this
I'm
shit's
kidding.
getting out of control, guys. But yeah. Oh man, it sucks because we had a really good episode last time and we just kind of lost it because of my incompetence with OBS.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a bunch of BS for sure.
It's
Yeah,
all fucking Tyler's.
always Tyler's fault. I really hate that guy. That guy's such a twat.
I don't know. You
Yeah,
seen the
but
rack
I
on that
like him.
guy? Damn.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does have a nice rack. I'll give him that. I'd fuck him.
I don't know about that one. Give him a look
Ah.
at.
Ah. Oh shit.
Uh,
Oh man. So yeah, last time we recorded, we had a bunch of good content. We had discussions we had carefully planned out. Everything was working fine. Then I go back to listen to it, and yeah, it was like, welcome everybody. With me as always is my friend Charlie, and this is what you heard. Very, very, very exhilarating and stimulating stuff there.
yeah.
Dude, you got me hooked, man.
Oh man, some of the best content I think I've ever made.
Mm-hmm. Now what do we
same.
talk about?
I don't know. Let me get on Google and find out.
Let's talk
The
about Smash
impeachment.
Ultimate.
What? Oh,
No,
okay, yeah.
No, hell
No,
no.
no, we're not
Smash.
talking. No politics.
yeah,
Smash.
Smash.
Well, let's talk about
Smash.
Smash.
Smash a bunch of kids.
Yeah, we don't do politics here.
So, freaking Smash. Okay, so there's like one more character they're supposed to release for the Fighters Pass, and the Game Awards was like actually this like I think like last week or something. Actually Thursday
Yeah,
or
it's the
Friday.
13th.
Yeah, and like and like last time people were tuned in because last time they announced Joker for Smash during the Game Awards, but
Wait,
they didn't announce
what?
anything. Yeah, okay, relax.
Not
I'm
DC
sorry.
Joker. It's
Such a good movie.
no, it was it's from Persona, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Still though, yeah, that's cool.
yeah. Look up Joker from Persona. You'll see him. But
Okay.
so far it's been him. Then Hero from like all the Dragon Quest games,
Oh yeah.
and obviously Banjo, and then Terry from where's he from again? It's like from Fatal Fury, right? I think that's what it's called.
That's the guy with the hat, right? Like the
Yeah,
orange
yeah,
jumpsuit
yep.
and like the baseball cap.
Yeah, blonde hair.
Kind of looks like a Scuff Ken
Oh,
from Street Fighter.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I don't know, and people don't know what the last character is going to be.
Any
Assuming
predictions?
Well, if you look at I want it to be the guy who's my gamer pick right now, Dust, because I mean, it's his game was so good for being so cheap, and also like they just put his game like a year ago they put his game on the Nintendo Switch, and he has a lot of cool combos in his actual game. Music's pretty good, and I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a solid one. But a lot of people are saying maybe Sora or Master Chief would be good ones too.
Yeah.
Sora
Master
from
Chief
Kingdom
would be
Hearts.
interesting.
That would be
Yeah.
dope. I know they have Cloud from Final Fantasy in there.
Yeah, it has to be. They've been doing it's a game that is like not integrated with Smash at all. Like there's no spirits for it, and there's no I don't know, like there's no mention of this game. That's why Persona was a surprise, because that wasn't in none of its game elements were in Ultimate until they announced him.
Now, it would be so interesting if they ever did a character from Dragon Ball into Smash.
That'd be so cool.
Well, some people were saying like, oh, he isn't Smash, because I think one of the skins for Dragon Quest is like from I forget which one, but like his face is like looks like Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Quest, those games, the art style is Akira Toriyama, who also
It
did
is
Dragon
Akira
Ball.
Toriyama.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet, because Dragon Ball games are made by Bandai Namco, which is a Japanese game company. So I'm surprised it was never, they never get any iterations for Smash.
Another character I was thinking of have cool be a cool character would be like Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead, yeah, that'd be dope.
cool.
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, that's been another one too. But like with every fighter, it's a fighter. It's a music and this a stage that's unique to it. So, and Sans has already been ruled out because he has like a Mii skin, fighter for him already. So.
Yeah, my Smash character's always been Link, bro. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I always play as Link in those games. I did Toon Link as what I was good with in Ultimate.
Kirby.
I love Kirby.
I love Kirby so much.
I want to see Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, with a fatality.
That'd be cool.
Oh man, Super Mario or Mario as a guest character in the new Mortal Kombat.
Thinking about Mortal Kombat, they finally showed off the Joker that they're bringing into the game. Actually, looks a lot better than what people were complaining about. So I remember when they first showed it off, and he looked like they're like, "This doesn't look like Joker at all."
Yeah. Do we know who's voicing him?
Oh yeah. It's one of the people that voiced him in the movies. I'm so off right now.
There's been a couple. Be really dope if it was Mark Hamill. He's always been like the iconic Joker voice.
Mm-hmm.
But Troy Baker does a good job too. I'm trying to think. There wasn't one guy from the.
I think it is Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill? That'd be
I think it is.
Sexy.
I really do think it is him.
Yeah, that's like the Joker right there. Mark Hamill does
Pretty
the
sure.
best. Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh
Who's your favorite?
shit! You're talking about the actual Joker now. Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking
So
about
I was
DC
like,
Joker, like Batman Joker,
Okay.
and Mortal
All right.
Kombat.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
All right. I'm back. All right.
Because NetherRealm has
Yeah.
that partnership with DC. Making the Injustice games.
Mhm. Yeah, I would say Mark Hamill is probably the best Joker. I don't know if you've seen the new Joker. Oh my god, I think it's.
I want
think
to.
It's like
I heard it's
so
really good. Yeah.
Oh my god. They said it inspired like gun violence, like mainstream media. It's like no, it does not. It's like it really tackles like mental health and it's like a masterpiece.
You're a
I
masterpiece.
think. I don't know. I thought
I haven't
was so
seen it
good.
yet.
Yeah, I
Oh
really
my
want to
God.
see it. It sounds good.
So good.
All
I
right,
mean,
guys.
go online and watch it.
Yeah.
If you want. I'm not condoning any illegal activity, but I'm just saying. I heard some people might have gone to a website and watched it. For free.
I'll
Well,
wait
you-
for it to come out on DVD so I can put
Well, you
money
can
towards it.
you can get it digitally on YouTube right now. Timon. Which
Oh
is-
shit! Well, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, 3 weeks before Blu-ray. But you know what? I like Blu-ray because when it comes to movies, I like having a physical movie there. Yeah, I like things decorating my shelves that just says "good movie" and stuff. Like games.
Feel
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna go digital games, but when it comes to movies, dude, I want physical copies of movies.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I don't know. I'm not really a big movie buff, so. Because once I see it once, I know I'm never going to watch it again, so.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly just watch Netflix and Hulu now, like just to get my movies. It's so rare for me to like watch a movie on disc. I don't know why. I used to watch movies on discs like all the time, but college, I didn't bring that much like discs to my dorm, and I don't know, it's just so convenient to just like log in the Hulu or Netflix and just start watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Speaking of Hulu, dude, I've been watching a show on Hulu called Castle Rock. It's based on Stephen King. Like all this stuff kind of meshed it together. Like the first season was alright, but this second season that just wrapped up, dude, was holy fuck. It was good. Had the main character of it was Annie Wilkes, which if you guys don't know is the main bad guy or whatever in Stephen King's book Misery.
Right.
There was a movie adaptation with what's her name there, Kathy Bates, and like that's her iconic role.
Yeah.
That's the one where she takes the author guy and she breaks his fucking ankles with the sledgehammer. Pretty brutal shit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
the chick who played her was fucking. She nailed that part though, dude. Like it reminded me so much of Kathy Bates's performance, and like the twist ending. Oh my god, the twist ending. It wasn't really a twist. You kind of saw it coming from like the last episode. But yeah, I kind of like how they integrate a bunch of Stephen King's work all together, and it's just kind of the mashup of it all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Speaking of Stephen King, are you gonna go see the new, pretty much a sequel to The Shining?
Yeah, not Doctor Strange, Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and The Outsider, which is going to be on HBO, which I read that book, and that's going to be... I hope that's as good as the book.
Damn, fam. You know what? Props to you, man. You
Yeah,
read.
I do read. Not often, like
Reading's
one book
fun,
a
man.
year, but
I
yeah.
don't know. Reading's kind of actually interesting.
Yeah, like
It's good to read.
Stephen King is
I
like
think you would like it, but when you do, it's...
Stephen King's work is awesome, dude. Like
Speaking about Stephen King, I think, aren't we making a movie for Blumhouse? Like Firestarter or something like that?
it's possible. I have no idea.
I heard something about that. Like there's going to be the reboot for Blumhouse. It's supposed to be coming out soon. Not sure.
Yeah. What I like about Stephen King is all his work is kind of like interconnected. Everything kind of connects in one way or the other with like subtle little hints in each one of his books that connect kind of everything together. And like there's a few books that are... The Dark Tower series is like the centerpiece of it all. That's where everything kind of comes together. Like Maturing from It's in there. It's pretty dope. It's a really good series.
Yeah, shit, gotta check it out.
That's if you're in the reading. The movie did the book no justice. The movie wasn't bad. It wasn't great either, though.
I don't know why. I can't get into reading for some reason. I'd love to. It's really good for you. Probably makes you more articulate and more coherent on some things. But I don't know. I think I just can't really pay attention to it. It's probably because I'm reading nonfiction books. I feel like, fiction would
Oh, yeah. You
draw me.
definitely want to...
Some
Yeah, I
people
read a
refer
lot of
to
fiction.
just to So even people who just don't like reading, sometimes prefer to do something like this, just listen to podcasts about stuff.
Yeah, audiobooks, yeah,
Yeah.
and podcasts, like that's probably a thing I can get into. A lot of people are doing that now. Yeah. And this fuck no. That's a totally different subject.
Like, well, besides music, like, I like to, like, when I'm like on the wheel and pottery, I like to listen to like a podcast just talking about different arts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like my professor was playing it one time. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, just about stories that our people had to go through, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like reading a book, like, but you're still like focused on whatever else you're doing, but you're still listening.
Yeah, I like
Right.
audiobooks.
You like what books?
Audiobooks. Where you just kind of listen to
Oh,
them instead of
okay.
actually reading them, because, like, eye fatigue is a thing when you're reading, especially if you don't do it all that often. Like, you just get tired
Yeah.
of reading a book. It's so much easier just to sit down and listen to it. You're still getting the
That's
story.
facts.
As it was written, it's just you're getting it read to you, and it's just I find it a lot easier to enjoy the story, because when I'm hearing it, dude, when I read, like, I read really quick, so I tend to miss a lot of things in my first read through.
Mm-hmm.
So audiobooks kind of get rid of that problem. It's easier to pick up, like, the details and shit that you would miss if you're a fast reader. Because fast readers generally they skip over shit and they don't even realize. Like, I do it bad. Like, I'll miss things. I'll have to go back and read, like, a paragraph 3 or 4 times to make sure I got everything out of it. It's a real pain in the ass. But, yeah, audiobooks solve that problem. Like...
I like reading books, but for a while there, like I would say for a couple years, I found there's a website called Fan Fiction, and I've heard some nightmare stories about it.
Huh?
But I used to go on that site a lot because what it is, it's basically any like thing you've ever watched, like a TV show, a movie, a cartoon, whatever, any story it has to it. People like they can make add-on like stories to that. Say like a show you really like and watched it and it ended, and you wanted more out of it. There's people on that website that like go on with the story and they'll like do like 250 chapters. There was a story I read that was over 2 million words, and it was really good. I don't know. It was interesting to see other people's perspective of what they saw, or like how they took it, where they went with it. It was, I don't know. I thought it was always really cool.
Yeah.
I
I like fan fiction porn. That's pretty.
Why that?
Just had to go there, Matt. I like creepypastas, dude. Like,
Oh my god.
creepypastas are some of the best reads, or no sleep stories are really good too. You can get those read on Reddit. It's easy. But yeah, some of the shit fucking people come up with in that, like,
My god.
it's quality. Then you have YouTube channels that like find them off Reddit and read them to you, which is nice if you don't like strain your eyes and reading and like listening.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me. It's easier to visualize shit when I hear it. When somebody tells me a story, I visualize it better.
Better,
Also
how
would
they
be
know her.
perfect. Oh my god.
What I meant? What?
Better, how they know her.
Oh Jesus! God damn it!
Because I betted her. Haven't seen her since because I lost.
God damn it!
It was, I don't know, I don't know. Sorry, if going off topic to a different, I don't know how I started that, like the her thing, but I just remember before I came home for break, I was with my friend who I was staying that night with, and me and her went to see our other friend who graduated this past year, and then, just being us, we were in a grocery store. We're like, and those like videos of the guys who do like puns in like every store or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're just me and my friend, just to brighten the mood with our other friend. We're like, hey, you just want to play this one game where we go around the store and find everything that has a sound at the end? And she was like, yep, and we kept score. I think we lost track because we were like, sour community, sour, hardly know her. Twizzler, hardly know her. Swiffer, hardly know her. We both need therapy so bad.
I think that joke's kind of coming back because I think it's like circulating on the internet again. There's a
Yeah.
couple of YouTubers I watch that
Oh yeah,
been cracking
I
that
definitely
joke.
know. I did not make that up. Like that's something I've heard before, but I don't know.
It's like a really old dad joke.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So yeah, here we are. Yeah, I can't believe that though. Last fucking episode, man. We had it perfectly structured.
Yeah, now we're just like, yeah.
And
So, yeah.
now we're fucking winging it, and it's horrible. I gotta find us something to talk about here. Let's resort to the Discord here.
What
We
about
had
the new
some-
Xbox?
Yes, the new Xbox
Oh,
reveal.
Charlie.
The X Series.
Yep.
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 Alright.
It's a
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie, I'm very. Yeah, that was revealed at the Video Game Awards, which was kind of interesting. I was surprised a lot of people were. I wasn't. Normally, Microsoft waits till E3, and for once, they got ahead of Sony on this one. They revealed the console at the Video Game Awards. I think it's fucking. I don't know. A lot of people don't like the way it looks, which is fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
Because that's not the idea of the console. The idea is to make it as powerful and as fast as they can. It's not supposed to be how it looks. Like, if you're basing a console off how it looks, you probably shouldn't be playing. I'm just saying that because it's like, then you're probably going to be playing something that's not good because they care more about the look than what's inside it. And with this, with so much stuff being inside this Series X, they can't do. They can't really do a good. Well, not they can't do it good, but they can't do the normal design of consoles just for the fact that there's so much goddamn shit in it. They need more room for ventilation. So I kind of figured it was going to be something like this. And people are blowing out proportion how big it is. It's really not that big.
Yeah, tell them how big it is.
It's 12 by 6. It's 12 inches by 6 inches. It's not that big at all. It's the height of 2 controllers and a half. But people are like, it's a fucking mini fridge. It's a tower. No, it's not. It's really not that big.
The memes are so spicy. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's fucking horrible. Like, the thing is super goddamn powerful. The stuff they got in that, fucking goddamn. That thing's gonna be the future. Like, I can't wait because what we saw at the VGAs with the game they showed off, how it looked great already. Like, I can only imagine, like, 4 to 5 years when games are coming out for it, and we're like, oh, that looked bad. You know what I mean? Because I remember at the beginning of the Xbox One generation when fucking games were coming out, I was like,
2K.
holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Look, that game was amazing. Like, I remember when fucking Rise still holds up really well. But, like, Assassin's Creed Origins, fucking Destiny 1, when it first came out, all games like that, and then you look at it now, and you're just like, holy fuck, that looked horrible compared to what we got now. So I'm excited, for sure.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. So let's go. Let's choose a different topic here. And what's your guys' favorite memory from your days in high school?
All right, take 2.
Yeah, top 2. We're bringing it back.
All right. Yeah, it's fine. You know, I can reminisce probably all day on high school just because, I don't know, it wasn't that far, you know, from where I am now. Like, it was like a couple years ago for me. So I can probably talk about it a lot still. I don't know. Charlie, what about you?
Going to BOCES, not even going to fucking our actual own high school. Not gonna lie, it was a big fucking. Yeah, I don't know. It was so much better because it was like pre-college the way you would meet people. Like, BOCES really made learning things interesting because you kind of got to do what you liked and found interesting more. Like, you know, high school, it's basically just math, English, so history, and that stuff. Whereas when I went to BOCES, it was all about computers and learning everything, like
Right.
English, math, and history about computers itself.
And you got a
It was way
certificate
more-
for all that shit, right?
Yeah, I got 2 certificates.
Yeah, see,
it's
that's amazing.
really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I could be straight up an IT guy if I wanted to at any moment. Like, I have that ability, even
Nice.
without a degree. So that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Nice.
I was about to
like-
say, if we're talking about going back to like our other podcast when we were talking about stuff that like we regret,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
say for me it was going with the status quo, conforming to what
Mhm.
everybody else was doing. I kind of wish I didn't just like, I kind of wish I went to BOCES because I'm a business major now, and apparently I could have learned so many things about like accounting, which is essential for business functions and stuff.
Yeah.
I could have got like an internship if I wanted to at BOCES. So like I would say for those out there who don't want to take that step to BOCES, like just I would consider it, to be honest, if you're thinking about real world shit, because just that high school
Uh,
shit really
It
doesn't help.
definitely helps you though get used to talking to other people.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
you meet a lot of kids from around the area that you didn't even know existed. Because like in your own high school, you only think about your own circle, your own class. And then when I went
Exactly.
to BOCES, I realized like it's literally pre-college. You meet all these fucking kids that are the same boat as you, and it really opens up your social aspect for sure. Especially when you're
hate-
talking to people that enjoy the same thing that you do.
I hated the term like popular like group and like all the other stuff. It's like I don't know when I was in middle school, like I didn't think of like I hung out with a certain group of people, but like that doesn't mean like I didn't consider myself popular. I just consider I'm just hanging around with other people that are in the same school as me. Whereas I'll talk to everybody else that wouldn't be the people I hung out with a lot. But it's like don't judge a book by its cover. And when whoever's going
Mhm.
to college or as a freshman, that shit won't matter when you go to college and stuff. Like
You're fucking
Exactly.
nobody.
That's what I
Like-
learned in college. Honestly, it
like
doesn't
the
matter.
like the
Yeah.
real like in the real world and stuff, like there's no freaking popular group and anything. It's like you focus on your own life and
Mhm.
you follow your own morals and just
Exactly.
It,
I feel like
and
Tyler knows the
you
most
go
about
with
that.
you go with
Yeah.
your morals and you don't. For me it's this, it's like I choose what I believe in, and and you can tell me what you believe in, and I respect it, and if I agree with you, sure. If I don't, I mean, it doesn't matter. The only thing is I will ask of you is that you don't try to
Push it on.
force
Yeah.
me to change my views just because they're different than yours, and I want to do the same thing. Just a human
Right.
being.
yeah.
Right. Like if you're not gay and I want you to be gay,
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, Matt. No, when I was
you will be
working
gay.
when I was working at the yogurt factory, dude, we were actually a really close, very tight knit group because we worked overnights, and I was there for over a year, and the people that were there long term, me and these people, because we were in the same shit show together every fucking night. Fucking most of the time 6-7 days a week, dude. And like when you spend that much time with people in like a group like that, it's like, dude, like there's no such thing as fucking like there was no popular people. It was like everybody who worked there was part of like a family, kind of. Even
Mhm.
if you were kind of weird, you were in with us. We brought you fucking in, even if you didn't like it. It's like you're fucking hanging out with us.
Right.
Because, this is not the place where you want to try to be an outcast or anything like that, because we have to work together as a team. Production relies on it. Anybody tries to be different or anything like that, it's like, it's cool to be your personality, but when you go out of your way to try to be different, where it fucks over everybody else in production, you start getting mad at people like that. And it's not like high school, you just deal with. I wasn't really popular in high school, and in my class, because I'm quite a bit, older than you guys, my class was very popularity oriented. That was a big thing, and
Yeah.
most of those kids fucking, never left. And let me explain this first, give a little context.
Yeah.
I originally was supposed to graduate in 2011. I was originally class of 2011. I actually got held back in ninth grade, not because I was stupid, but because I was lazy. I never did any of my work, and I was high 90% of the time. So, yeah, I got held back in ninth grade because, drugs. And, yeah, that original class was probably the most uptight, douchey fucking piece of shit class I've ever seen in any school at any time. Like, every other class was a lot better than those fucking assholes. And yeah, they were
yeah.
definitely hardcore into the like whole popularity thing. It's like you're either in the in crowd or you're a fucking piece of shit to them. But
Yeah.
looking back, they're the ones that are stuck in that shitty-ass tiny town, going nowhere, drinking their lives away, still fucking partying like they think they're in high school, and becoming alcoholics and getting shakes and shivers when they don't drink. So, fuck them.
Damn. Yeah, you're millennial and stuff, and I feel like there was like a narrative or some society thing that was like saying that was like structuring this, hierarchy or patriarchy.
Because back in back in my
You
day,
know what I
dude,
mean?
like when we were growing up, we had TV shows that kind of endorsed that idea.
Exactly.
Like you don't see that as much anymore, but like back then that was a huge thing. Like everybody
big
wanted to be the
jocks for the popular
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I talk to you guys about your high school days, it's just such a different experience from what I had. But
I mean, our class was like douchey about that sort of thing. But like the one thing I didn't like is like I think it happened like senior year is like, and Matt, I think you probably you could test this too. Like when they were choosing like the yearbook covers, I wish the creators were anonymous because I felt like people just voted for me because they
Yeah.
know like compared to everybody else and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I was glad I got chosen, but I also felt bad because like I wanted to see like if it was just because of my design or because of people actually just knew who I was.
yeah.
How
I'm
the
trying to
fuck did I
think.
get most changed?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know.
I got most
Hannah
musical.
should have got that.
To
Oh my
this
god, people were
day,
talking so much. When I was in class, people were talking so much crap about my superlatives because it didn't come
Oh
out
my
right.
god.
And then, and then,
Yeah.
and then like the one person Megan who was like, Evan, you did a good job. Stop it. I'm just,
Yeah, I don't
listen to
know
that.
what the fuck that was about. I was so stupid. I didn't get what I wanted. Yeah, that's not the fucking point.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no. They
That's
just didn't like the picture or like the quality of it. I'm just like,
Well, no,
okay,
I know that, but I remember that being a thing. There was people like,
yeah.
I didn't get what I wanted. It's like, yeah, you didn't get what you wanted because you're not supposed to get what you wanted. It's a voting system. I
It's a
don't
democratic
get it.
system, you fucks.
I mean, yeah, I was confused just like everyone else. Why am I most changed? But I didn't have a fucking problem with it. I was like, all right, whatever.
And
Yeah.
another thing I did like, and turn this is this is no disrespect to Michael at all, but I
Okay.
don't know if you remember like when we were voting for like the president,
Oh yeah.
it was between him and Skylar, and
Oh
in
my
my
God.
personal belief, I felt like Skylar would have been a better one.
I only
Okay.
voted for Michael because I thought it was a joke, and it actually happened.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I was like sort of. I was like a little like appeal. I'm like, guys, this is actual like serious, but like they voted for him. I think they were voting for him because of it. They didn't want Skylar with a joke, but I feel like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like I
I'm not gonna lie though, I didn't know
for
Skylar
me
like
like
that
I felt like
shit, so.
I felt more mature than a lot of other people in the year. Not to put anybody down, but it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I totally get that. You probably were, to be honest. I haven't heard anything controversial about you in high school, so
Well, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Was there something controversial about me?
Yeah, you're no asshole. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
we
so I think it
can't
was me, I was
talk about your
quiet.
stuff, Charlie. We can't.
And by the way, answering that other question though, like the best memories of high school, I feel like for me would be, and Turner and Charlie could attest this too, was Mrs. Koster's a drama club.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
like that really like I didn't, to be honest, I didn't realize it, but that really sparked my love. Like I wish I'm low key I'm trying to be part of like a musical coming up, but anyway,
So is
that
Michael.
really
Wait, are you
that,
guys gonna be in the same? Sorry.
no,
Wrong thing.
no, but that really sparked my love for just like entertaining or something like that. Like
Oh yeah.
sparked my love for that stuff, and that's like what started getting me out of like the quiet stage and doing like performing and stuff like karaoke and all that stuff. So that's probably my best moment. I feel like.
Mine was probably band, to be honest. 'Cause
Was that with Mr. Hudson?
No. It was the red beard guy. I can't remember his name at the moment.
Maestro?
Yeah.
Maestros.
Yeah. Hudson,
Oh.
like, I discovered hanging out in the music room when the Hudsons were still there. But they retired, and Maestros and the other lady came in. And, yeah, no, that guy, like, saw that I had this interest in music and just kind of, like, basically sparked this fucking fire where I just wanted to learn everything music.
God, remember that one fucking bitch that was a part of the music? Fucking Mr. Ball?
Oh
I
God.
remember
Oh
She's
God,
still there,
yes.
She's still there.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
still
we
there.
had music theory class, and she was like such a boring teacher. I couldn't retain
I
any
fucking
information.
hated her.
Monotone, man.
I just,
Oh my
god
God.
damn, I remember when she yelled at me in fucking, like we were in elementary school. She was fucking yelling at me because I wasn't doing the clarinet right. I'm like, I've never fucking even touched a clarinet before. The fuck?
Like, yeah, no, that they were like some straight up elitist types, like I'm better than you kind of
Yeah,
people.
she was not
Mhm.
supposed to be a teacher. I'm sorry, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
We're
I,
a mess.
I think she just like discouraged like so many kids from doing music because by the time we were seniors, there was like what 8 kids in band.
Oh, dude, there
No,
wasn't
no.
very many of us in my band class, and that's why
Yeah.
we fucking worked so well. Is because we all knew each other's. It was a small enough group to where we knew everybody's strengths and everybody's weakness with their talents. We had Zach Swift on piano, and that kid, oh my
Oh
fucking
my
god,
I
He
remember
was
that.
so good.
that kid was
Dude.
is
Oh,
a
I remember
prodigy.
that, actually.
I went to
remember
your
that.
guys' concerts. Oh my God, that was cool.
Yeah,
Shit.
you name a song, and he'd either know how to play it and play it perfectly, or he'd learn it in a matter of days and be able to play it perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
that kid was amazing. I, of course, was
He was
bass.
swift.
Yeah, I, of course, was on bass or guitar, depending. Then we had Matt Swift, which was Zach's twin brother, which, like you and Michael, Matt, are fraternal twins, but unlike you and Michael, you could definitely tell they're fraternal twins.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just work here, all right?
But yeah, no, me and Matt would switch between guitar and bass all the time. My senior year, Matt went to BOCES, so it was just me, Zach, Emily Weiss, I think. She was playing flute. We had Andrew Stalker on saxophone, Zach on
Oh, man.
piano, and Chris Bateman and Alex Johnson, who switched between percussion and drums. And Chris Bateman, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid was really good on drums, dude. We jammed, we used to play some Iron Maiden and shit in the music room after school.
Oh, shit,
That's what
man.
you were fucking talking about, though, Evan. Talking about stupid shit we did as a class. I still can't believe we made fucking Braden our treasurer.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, that was the worst decision we ever made. I
The
mean,
thing-
when it came to voting for me, I didn't really care because, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give a shit because I was more into BOCES at the time. It was senior year and I didn't care. So I was just like going with anyone else wanted. It didn't apply to me. But the worst thing we did was vote for Braden for treasurer because he literally all our fucking class money he gave to the next class. I was so.
It's like our class, though. It's like our senior compared to like the other people. Like they like my sister's class and the class before. Like
Yeah, I
class of
know.
graduate
They
before they went
actually
to
had a
they went to like a trip. We went paintballing.
Yeah,
just like,
because fucking Braden gave half the fucking money to flowers for graduation day, and they another quarter of it to the class underneath us, and we were left with fucking 2/4 of all the money, which was fucking nothing.
What class were
I
you
was
guys
like,
again?
what?
2017.
Class of 2017.
Oh, shit.
I remember at the end of the year, because in the beginning they're telling us how much money we had. You have the most in a while. And then at the end of the year, they're like, yeah, we don't have a lot. I'm like, what the fuck happened to it all?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, Braden spent it on fucking stupid shit. Why was Braden the treasurer again? Question mark.
See, I don't remember any of that shit with my class.
Hopefully, he doesn't watch this.
I seriously don't
I'm
remember
sorry,
anything
Braden.
like that.
I love you, guy, but those were some bad decisions you made. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I legit don't remember any of the shit like that from my class. That, I think, was what we called the Fascist Five that did all that shit.
The original plan for our class was to go to a place in
Maryland, I think.
Maryland, yeah. And it sounded so fucking cool. And then it ended up being a day trip to a fucking paintball place and another day trip to a fucking lake. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it was fucking bad, man.
Jeez.
And it was rushed because we had to get back. For, like, fucking,
We went to this 5-star restaurant, quote
That was
unquote 5-star. Yeah, and there was only they were going by this Google review, right? What Google said. There was like 3 reviews on Google that rated it 5 stars.
It was.
How retarded are you?
They
When I
spent
was,
so much money on that.
When I was still dating my ex, we went to a restaurant that was close to a college. It it took forever for the food to come out, and I had like a fettuccine alfredo or something, and I think she had like a meatball sub. Like both our food was so bad, and we felt bad because we barely touched it because it was just horrible. And the waitress like, "You guys need a box?" We're like, no, we're good. And she kept coming back, "Are you sure you don't need a box?" And we're just like,
Lady, get the fucking idea.
This
we're just
episode
like-
on Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay.
like it was just awful. That's why I go to the bar next door
Fucking
instead.
Matt, I agree with you though. That was the funniest shit. They're like, this is a 5-star restaurant. Everyone get dressed up. We walk in there, and the food is in fucking tins.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
what?
I don't know.
That
Catering food is not as because for catering food, it's like I'm pretty sure the mindset of the cook and stuff is to get stuff out fast. Whereas when you're cooking for like an individual, like just sitting down, I feel like if we were ordering like at that restaurant itself, just
Yeah.
ordering for the menu, I feel like it would have been better. But the fact that it's like sort of like a catered
It
thing,
just
like
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a catering place for sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
Nevertheless,
don't
though,
think for a
the
second,
fucking
though.
Google review had 5 ratings, or not 5 ratings, 5 stars, with only 3 people doing it. All right.
Probably all
That's-
employees
Reviews.
or owners or some shit like that.
Yeah, we cannot ignore that. That's just no.
I will
Lazy.
say with working in a restaurant, working in a kitchen, I have a little bit of experience with that. That's not there's some pressure on you, and like if you can
Honestly,
deal
yeah.
with that pressure, you should be all right. But dude, I'm not gonna lie, especially around like dinner and lunch rushes, dude, you are fucking busy, and like it's
I get.
it can be rough.
I get that, Tyler. I get that, but we were the only people in there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We were the only people.
And
Time to
it
call
was,
Gordon
like,
Ramsay.
pre-made. It was pre-made.
Oh
You know what I
God.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
I
God.
would totally understand if they were like taking everybody's order and doing that way, and there was other people in there. But they knew we were coming like a week ahead of time, and we were the only people.
it's like the thing saying like you eat with your eyes. That's why I was saying like if we sat down and eat, like maybe the quality would have been the same, but at least like the presentation wise it would have looked better.
For sure.
But like this one, it's just catering isn't obviously it's just putting stuff in those tins, but I don't know.
Yeah, one thing I learned from working in a restaurant is don't do anything frozen. Don't cook anything you want
No.
everything fresh.
Oh my
If it's
God,
not fresh,
yeah.
it's not good. I learned that from
The best-
working in a restaurant.
When I worked
Like
at-
we always worked with fresh food. If it wasn't fresh,
When I worked at
we threw it.
the pizzeria, for the
Oh,
the
shit.
antipastas and I would make sure
Here we go.
presentation wise was good. Like obviously if you're ordering to go, I mean you don't have to worry about that as much. But for Italian antipasta, I mean pasta, like you want the meats on top, sort of. Like you want the meats it goes. You put the lettuce and you put the meats on. Then you put the the onion, the onions,
Yeah, I got
olives and stuff on that.
Mhm.
And the one I was so happy for, because I always got to make the presentation for, was the fresh mozzarella salad. It's just tomato slices and fresh mozz with basil and
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
are good.
olive oil and vinegar and salt and pepper. But I put in in an oval shape and put how to layer them and just try to make a presentation look nice. Because people eat with their eyes. It's what they do in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question for you too. Since you worked there, was there any moments where it was like not a kitchen nightmare, but you questioned?
Yeah.
I had management issues. I felt like it was poorly managed, but mainly because we had one guy there, the prep cook, who was fucking lazy. He kind of
Wait, Tyler, you worked at the pizzeria?
No,
Sorry.
not at the
Yeah.
pizzeria. No, I worked at a
Oh,
sports bar.
okay.
No, I worked.
Okay, that's what
Yeah, I worked at a place
Oh.
over in Norwich, and
I was. All right, sorry.
Park. I was working
just
at Park
really
Place.
interested with I was really interested with Matt and Evan because all I hear is great things, and I'm not. And yeah, there are good things there, but I never heard a peep of something bad. And I'm like, you
Okay.
can't tell me.
I've heard stuff about Frankie himself and side businesses. I can't confirm it or not, but I've heard some shady shit that I don't know if it's legit or not. And it has nothing to do with the food or anything like that. It's just more kind of like, stuff.
Like, talking about like that place, I get a Yelp review for it like a year ago, and I'm still the only comment on there that's actually like giving good criticism to it and not giving it a 5 fucking star rating. Like every other comment sounds so fucking fake. I went here and it was good. That's all you gotta say.
Saw a guy sweeping snow with a broom.
Like, I actually like made a really defined like whole review for it, and I got a whole bunch of likes and fucking shit on it. But I'm just like, how? Like, Yelp? I don't know if it's a good idea to look at that. Honestly.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing, Charlie. Because you did say if you can, you asked Evan and I if there was anything kitchen nightmare-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I can say they do. Evan's like, shit, man. That's my godfather.
What?
Sorry.
No.
No, but fucking. Okay, so one time, I just found out that like we serve frozen food, apparently.
Frozen
Wait,
what?
Wait, which one? Wait, where?
The salmon. I saw
Oh.
frozen salmons in their package, and I just questioned it because like I don't know, cause I just remember seeing it. Like, remember Matt, the chef Matt or whatever his fucking name was. He was joking with me. Yeah, he was joking with me as he was opening up the salmon. I was like, wait, what?
Wait,
I just thought we got it fresh or what. But I just remember seeing that.
No,
That was like the
frozen
only
fish.
thing.
See, when I hear kitchen nightmare stuff, dude, I don't expect fucking, like frozen fish. I expect like roaches, fucking gross ass kitchen.
Oh. No, other than that, it was alright.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't work near
it's not that bad
stove or
then.
anything.
All frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen fish
Yeah,
just
it's
tastes
just
different. It's not.
It was
as
just
good.
frozen stuff. It wasn't like
It's-
cockroaches.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like for me, like when I was working with my other dishwashers, like when I was going back and forth between dishwashing and substation, like some newbies, I don't know. It's just the dishwashing stuff. Like I remember they had like three. They had to call me in because two of them, or actually three of them, couldn't handle like all the dishes, so I had to come in and help and stuff. But obviously food wise, not really. The only thing I will say is like with like Frank's a good guy. He's good to my family stuff, but like just business wise, I feel like when there's like a problem with like a customer stuff, he doesn't
Brushes it off.
No, look, he doesn't address it. Like he sends somebody like an employee to like go, because that's what my mom
good.
pointed out one time. But no, it's just like you're the owner though. It's like
So
you should be the one to go in and address it because
That's
it
good.
makes you look better and stuff. But like no, and most of the time it's like he has like somebody else that whoever's up front, or a waitress or somebody to like address it.
I feel like Ro's good at doing.
Rose, I treated Rose, to be honest, as the owner. It's gonna come soon. I feel like.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, they're gonna retire soon, probably. I feel like
he makes some pretty good pizza too.
Yeah.
It used to be good. I don't know.
Oh man,
sauce.
It's better than a lot of places.
It's like one of the few places in that town though that hires like teenagers and shit. They're just looking to save us some money.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be the Big M, but that closed down. The pharmacy still hires high school kids. Dollar General doesn't. None of the gas stations do. And there's just not really that much in town for somebody who's just trying to make a little side cash.
well, maybe not teens. I don't know if Stewart's hires teens or not.
I don't think so.
No, they only hire people over 18.
Yeah, you have to be
Or-
over 18 to be able to sell alcohol and tobacco.
Yeah.
See, I know that's really good for people, and I'm glad it helps people like get a job and stuff like that. But I sometimes feel like I feel iffy when I think about who's behind in the kitchen or like doing stuff at the restaurant as a bunch of kids that are still in school. It's
Yeah.
like they're not.
Well, obviously,
not
well,
certified.
I will say the cooks, like obviously they're not teens and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I get
they'll
that.
maybe have they only have like maybe one person who's a teen to help like up like with pizza. But other than that, it's like usually the teens are either like a dishwasher, a bus person, or Mark Hines a host and he likes it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teenagers are more entry
and
level.
like cashier stuff. And, you know, I started as dishwashing, but then I like would do And as I got older,
Wings.
I would
I mean, it's a
dishwashing wings. I would
It's a great
delivery drive and
thing
stuff, and
for
then
Frank to
yeah,
save money that way.
Yeah.
right.
Instead of
And-
paying full-grown adults or paying kids.
Yeah, and it's giving
Yeah,
these
no,
kids
I
work
agree.
experience, which is essential in today's world.
But you know, I like working there, but like my goal is to like make sure my goal afterwards is I don't want to. I mean, I know like if I ever need to pick up spare cash or something, they'll let me, but I feel like I need to I'm trying to like get out of the area in the
That's
future.
facts.
Yeah.
That's why I went
'Cause,
to
you know,
Buffalo.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of there. You know.
Everybody
So you're
hates
not
on our
stuck
little
there.
hometown. I can't blame them though. It's a really weird little
Like,
town.
yeah,
Everybody's
no.
too close. It's
It's like
uncomfortable.
and like me and us were talking about too. Is like we can't do a lot. The only thing we can do together is like eat Chinese or pizzeria and something. And what's nice out is maybe play basketball, but like there's not a lot of stuff to do. We have to go like to Norwich, where I mean Norwich is Oneonta really actually
Yeah.
to do stuff.
See, I got a lot of shit down here where I live, but like it's also
That's
really
true.
scary here.
What,
Yeah,
Binghamton?
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, when I was driving around with my friend on Friday, she just showed me everything. I was like, oh, cool. We saw Frozen 2. You know, so it was fun,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It looked all right.
Yeah, it looks pretty on the outside. You know, like Norwich looks pretty on the outside. Like you drive through the town for your first time, you know, just casual. You don't see anything wrong. It's not until like you live there for a while you start seeing shit over time.
Facts.
Like anybody who knows Norwich who's been around the area for a while knows that town has a really bad fucking meth and heroin problem. Really fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the same down here, except we also have a lot of homeless people down here too, which are, you know, all methed up and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god,
nothing-
speaking of which, I was in Norwich a couple weeks ago, dude, with my brother. I think, what were we doing there? Anyway, I saw a fucking tweaker fucking just walking down the street, you know, being all tweaky and shit. It was fucking hilarious. And don't give me shit in the comments. They have a disease. I don't fucking care. They made the fucking choice to do these drugs in the first place. You can't tell me making a choice to do meth is a disease. The addiction is a consequence of that choice. Whether you can consider that a disease or not, that's up to you. I don't give a fuck. They made a fucking terrible decision. It's not my fucking problem. I shouldn't have to care about them.
Amen. Amen.
But yeah, she was just fucking, you know, tweaking her way down the street, fucking waving her arms for no fucking reason, talking the shit that's not there. It was fucking hysterical. It really was. It gave me a giggle.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah. And tweakers are a lot of fun to watch. Those people feel so bad. I don't feel bad. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I don't really feel. I mean, I do feel bad, but then it's just like, come on, man, you made a choice. Like, fucked up.
Nobody feels bad for a murderer when he decides to kill somebody. Why should we feel bad for somebody who decided to do meth when they know it'll fuck you up?
Exactly. How did we get on meth?
Oh, we were talking about like local area and talked about Norwich.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, I have no sympathy for those people at all.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's a slippery slope, let's say.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Oh shit, my fucking phone's gotta die. Yeah, I gotta
shit.
fucking put this in.
Alright, let me check the time real quick.
It's like 7:02.
Yeah, we got about roughly 5 more minutes.
Wait, is Charlie still here?
Yeah, Charlie, you still here, buddy? Buddy?
I don't think so.
What if he was talking this entire time?
No.
Just
don't think it
accidentally muted his mic.
was.
Oh my god.
I'm excited. I'm excited after this. I'm going to eat some clam chowder.
Oh,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
But yeah, back to the school thing, man. Like, yeah, sounds like our classes were like completely different. The first class I was originally part of was fucking absolute shit. I fucking hated it. The second class I ended up graduating with, the class of 2012, it was much more chill. I still didn't feel like I fit in very well, but I felt like I fit in a little bit more. I was able to actually talk to people normally, and I didn't get shit on by everybody. So that was kind of nice. You know, I felt really weird and out of place, you know, in both of them. Yeah, class
I
government,
still
too.
think it's.
I don't remember
What
anything
about
about my class government.
Still think it's nuts how I was supposed to. I wasn't even supposed to be in grade I was. Like, I wasn't even supposed to graduate with you guys. I was supposed to start the year after, but I started early. I always think about that. How different shit would have been. Because I started way earlier than I really was supposed to. I started school at like fucking. Like almost a year, not a year, but I was like a month before 4. I was 3 when I started school. Unlike most kids who were like 4 going on 5.
I think I was
They just
4 when I started Head Start.
I always like think about that. I'm like, I was really supposed to graduate with like Dante Die and that. Like, fucking whack. It's weird to think of that.
You know, it's really fucked up to think when you guys aren't in kindergarten, I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade, or probably even 5th or 6th. I don't remember.
I still remember pre-K like it was yesterday, dude. I had a fucking green square, bro.
I can't remember anything. I remember bits and pieces when I was younger, but not much. Dude,
I
like,
remember I fucking hated Brennan, and I still do, but I hated Brennan.
yeah,
I don't know why.
everything before like 4th grade's kind of fuzzy for me. But like, there's still some memories there. I remember going to UV, you know, starting school there back when it was still the 2 separate schools, when you had the Southern school and the other one. And I went to the little school for kindergarten, like the one on top of the hill up by Fish Field. And I went there, kindergarten and 1st grade. Then I moved to Morris, and I went there from 2nd to 3rd, and then 4th. Then back to UV for 5th grade, and holy shit, it was completely fucking different. And everybody apparently, you know, we have these fucking 9, 10-year-olds thinking they're like 16, 17, acting like fucking Jersey Shore fucks. It was stupid.
Oh my god.
It didn't help.
I almost went to Morris too. Wow.
You know what's fucked up is that first like month or 2 that I was back in UV, dude. And I kind of regret doing this because it completely fucked everything. And how everybody thought I was like mad weird. Like, when I first came back, I was purposely being weird, dude. Like, I was just, because I didn't expect to be there long. I thought we were going to go back to Morris, you know, in no time. So, you know, it was like, I'm not going to be here very long. I'm going to fuck with people the whole time. Make them think I'm, like, retarded or some shit. So I start fucking with these people, being weird as fucking possible on purpose. And eventually, you know, you do it for so long and you realize you're not going back. You're like, I fucked myself. Now I gotta live with this.
Some Charlie Harrisberger type shit? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I remember that fucking kid. I was ashamed I shared the name as him.
Oh my god, man. He's still...
I remember everyone watched that kid literally shove his hand up his ass, then up his nose, and then lick it.
See, I never went that far. I was just weird. I used
that.
to tell people I was gay and shit.
I'm so
Back when that was a huge taboo.
Oh god, I just remember that. That was so disgusting. And he would he fucking loved it.
Oh god, that's like E. coli,
Yeah.
dude.
And this is first grade, 2nd grade.
Salmonella, E. coli, unsanitary, forever unclean.
remember Miss Taylor would yell at him. I was at Miss Lehman's, but I just remember hearing stories about that shit. I was like, God damn, why the heck do we know
I think about like purposely being weird, not expecting the fucking, be there long, and you are there. It just after kind of doing it off as an act. After a while, it stops being an act and kind of starts becoming you, and then you really kind of fuck yourself. So the best advice, like, don't purposely be weird just to be weird. Be weird because it's natural.
Right.
Because if you do
my
it on
God.
purpose, it becomes natural, but not in a good way.
Man. I remember one time in high school, like when I first got my back injury. Oh my God. I was like exaggerating so much. I brought a fucking cane to school.
That would have been hilarious, dude. I would have gotten the joke.
And like people were just like, why do you have a cane? I'm like, it's hard to walk. But
Because I'm
meanwhile,
old.
like, yeah, I went to like gym class and stuff, and I was just, I don't know. It was
You were
one
like
of those
Abby
things where it's
Oglesby?
like, huh?
Gotcha. So you were like Abby. You wore
Okay.
a fucking leg brace for like 4 years straight.
Yo, yeah, shit. I don't know.
I'm like, what did you do now? Walk up the stairs? Fuck.
Oh, shit. All right,
Time to
guys.
turn around, she's wearing a leg brace.
All right, guys. This has been it's been an episode. I wish the last one recorded, sound. Because that
Yeah,
one
we
I
pretty
feel
much
like
did a
was better,
fucking
but yeah. Next one we're gonna try to. Now that I got this shit figured out, we're gonna actually have structure on next week's. If we do next week's.
Okay.
And that one will be better, hopefully, because the last one we did before this one was fucking excellent. We had to wing this one because of fucking audio issues.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's alright though.
Well, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. Remember, follow or join our Discord. The link will be in the description below. Follow me on Twitter. That is at Professor Rage on Twitter. Also, these guys have Instagrams. If you guys want to shout yourselves out. Okay, I guess not.
Wait, what?
Wait, yeah, you cut out right
What
there,
happened?
dude.
Oh,
You cut
shit.
out, yeah.
No, I just went silent. I was like, if you guys want to shout yourselves out, and then I wait for you guys to respond.
Oh, you cut out earlier.
I didn't
Yeah.
even hear
Oh.
that, yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I was like, follow me on Twitter at Professor Rage. And these guys have Instagrams and stuff. If you guys want to give yourself shout-outs, give yourself some shout-outs.
You go first, Turner.
Wait, what?
You go. Shout yourself out, my dude.
All right, folks. On Instagram, Turner Matt 2. Okay, just follow that and subscribe to Professor Rage on YouTube.
Yeah. And Twitch.
All right, Charlie.
That's twitch.tv
And-
slash
Yeah,
Professor Rage.
I
R4G3.
honestly really have nothing to my name. All I got is this, so yeah, go follow Professor Rage.
My Instagram is like at Evan Mendoza with a 0, and follow my mixer, Snazzyfilipino.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Evan are both streamers.
Yeah.
It's twitch.tv Professor Rage is twitch.tv PROFESSOR R4G3. So RER, I don't remember. Regardless, it's Professor spelled properly with R4G3. Evans is right there on screen. Just throw mixer.com / in front of it.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. Evan, Matt, thank you guys for joining. We hope to see you again very soon. Charlie, I will see you regardless because you're an employee here, just like me.
Yeah.
So, Christmas special, definitely. Are we actually doing it?
Okay, we could do a Christmas special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Alright, guys. Again, final time.
Have a
Thanks
good
everybody
one.
for tuning in, and peace the fuck out.